Right now, employees with the universities of Wisconsin speak out as the state legislature refuses to sign off on raises for them. Also, it was a big election night for Democrats and abortion rights in some key races, what the results could signal ahead of 2024. You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Good afternoon. I'm Mark Hain. Thanks for tuning in. We begin with continuing coverage of the debate at the Capitol that's blocking pay raises for thousands of UW employees. Governor Evers is suing the legislature for refusing to sign off on raises for UW employees while granting increases for other state workers. Certain Republicans are withholding the money because they'd like to see it spent on something other than programs that promote diversity. Now we're hearing from the employees caught in the middle.
The cost of living this last year, it's like everybody I knew almost moved because their rent was going up by several hundred dollars per month, mine included. And I can't imagine trying to eke it out in Madison if you're not making a livable wage, and especially that livable wage is not being allowed through because of political processes.
Other employees worry the fighting will cause a brain drain with educated workers leaving Madison and the state. The UW system is Wisconsin's largest employer. The state Senate is bringing new changes, that is, to the plans that are set to fund repairs to the home of the Milwaukee Brewers. The new proposal cuts back the amount of money that the state will provide by $35 million. It also added a mandatory $2 surcharge on tickets to any non-baseball event. The team has argued that extensive repairs need to be made to the stadium, including complete replacements for the outdoor glass doors, seats, and concourses. Without these state funds, the crew will need to find new ways to raise the money. An update now to last month's stabbing at the Sun Prairie Walmart. Prosecutors and the defense agree. The man charged with the attempted homicide is not competent enough for the case to move forward. Investigators say 22-year-old Miguel Bajaros Sebelios stabbed another man at random inside the Walmart, then led police on a chase into Madison, at times going over 100 miles an hour. It happened back on October 16th. The drivers who died in a crash near Deerfield on Sunday have now been identified. 35-year-old Ignacio Juarez Celis of Milwaukee and 44-year-old Cara Thurell of Madison died from injuries sustained in the crash. First responders were called to the 4300 block of State Highway 73 near County Highway BB at around 4 p.m. on Sunday. A third person was taken to the hospital. No word on their condition. Meanwhile, a Dane County Sheriff's deputy is recovering after he was hit by a car while investigating that crash. This is the aftermath of the hit. The deputy was inside his squad car at the scene with his emergency lights on when another car hit his. He was taken to the hospital and released. The sheriff's office says the driver who hit the deputy may have been impaired. State Patrol is taking over the investigation. Let's head over to the Weather Center now. Meteorologist Jacob Madison has a look at our certified most accurate forecast of kind of a gloomy Wednesday.
Yeah, we're going to continue to see some of these light showers throughout the day. Now, if we look at the current radar, we're not seeing a lot of rain in our area. But just because the radar isn't showing, it doesn't mean that the rain isn't falling. Because the ground, has a lot of moisture on it and we're seeing a lot of cloud cover, we definitely could possibly be seeing some light sprinkles that aren't showing up on radar. Right now, there is a little bit more moderate rain to the north of our area near Watoma and off to the east of that. So right now the heaviest rain is not in our region, but we are expected to continue to see some more showers. Could see some pockets of moderate to possibly heavy rain develop later in the day. Best chance for that will be to the east of Madison. And then by the time we get to the evening, most of the rain will have cleared out of our area with clear skies by the time we get to early tomorrow morning. Now, as far as temperatures, despite all the rain, they're actually pretty similar to what they were yesterday. Upper 40s across Dane County, much of our area in the middle to upper 40s. And because of all the rain and cloud cover, we're likely not going to see those temperatures rise all that much. Wind speeds are not too bad either, only up to 10 miles per hour. It is a bit gustier east than it is compared to those of you out west near Iowa, but in general, the winds are not a huge issue today. Looking at your afternoon forecast, mostly cloudy skies, scattered showers, highs will be around 50. But like I mentioned, we're going to see clear skies by tomorrow morning, and we're also not expect to see much rain after today. More details on that coming up a little bit later.
All right, we'll check back, Jake. Thank you. Well, election night last night resulted in a lot of big wins for Democrats as the abortion issue helped drive voters to the polls. Natalie Brand has more details from Washington.
A decisive night for Democrats and abortion rights. In Ohio, voters approved a measure to enshrine a right to abortion in the state's constitution, adding to the string of victories in all 7 states where the issue has been on the ballot so far.
We know that when abortion is on the ballot, women's lives matter and people show up and vote.
CBS News' Director of Elections, Anthony Salvanto, says Ohio's win shows the issue remains a motivating one heading into 2024.
This is going to give Democrats and abortion rights activists a lot of optimism going forward.
Abortion rights were also indirectly on the ballot in Virginia, where Democrats took control of the House of Delegates and held on to control of the Senate.
We maintain our majority in the Senate.
Virginia's Republican Governor Glenn Youngkin had poured campaign time and money into trying to gain control of the legislature to enact more of his agenda, including restrictions to abortion. Democratic Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear kept his job in a red state, defeating Attorney General Daniel Cameron, who was endorsed by former President Trump.
A choice not to move to the right or to the left, but to move forward for every single family.
Republicans celebrated a win in Mississippi.
I'm fired up for the next 4 years.
Incumbent Governor Tate Reeves staved off a challenge from Democrat Brandon Presley, Elvis Presley's second cousin. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
And former President Trump congratulated Reeves on social media, while President Joe Biden, who is trailing Trump in the latest polls for the 2024 election, tweeted that Tuesday's results show that it is voters, not polls, that matter. Well, tonight, the 5 GOP candidates will take to the stage in Miami for the 3rd Republican presidential debate. The 5 candidates participating are Nikki Haley, Chris Christie, Ron DeSantis, Vivek Ramaswamy, and Tim Scott. To qualify, each candidate had to reach 4% in multiple polls and have 70,000 unique donors. Former President Trump will not be participating. The debate starts at 7 o'clock. You can see it on NBC. Ivanka Trump is on the stand today in the civil trial that alleges widespread fraud in the Trump family business. Unlike her 2 brothers and her father, former President Trump, she is not a defendant in this case. While on the stand, she said she focused on redeveloping the Doral Golf Course in Florida and the old post office property in Washington when she served as a top executive at the company. Ivanka said she was generally familiar with accounting practices, but was not a specialist.
She will attempt today to distance herself from the company, but unfortunately the facts will reveal that in fact that she was very much involved.
The $250 million civil lawsuit alleges that the value of properties were inflated, defrauding banks and insurers in the process. Trump and his family members deny any wrongdoing. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Nike is filing lawsuits against 2 of its competitors, and a pizza company looks to shake up Thanksgiving dinners this year. That's next in the Money Watch Report.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon.
Hey, Wisconsin neighbors, it's Alex.
This is Matt Gunderson. It still hits me every time TAPS is played. We're honored to serve those who served. An eligible Veterans Life Celebration includes honors recognizing their dedication and selfless service, including uniform and medal displays.
McGann Furniture is closing its doors. The owners are retiring. It's the final weeks of our going out of business sale. Everything in the store must be sold. Store-wide markdowns of up to 47%. Plus, we're taking reasonable offers on everything. Make us an offer on quality name brand furniture, including Amish, dining room sets, bedroom sets, recliners, upholstery, and mattresses. Free financing, special sale hours. Hurry in today to the final weeks going out of business sale at McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo. You'll be glad you did.
Hey, Wisconsin neighbors, it's Alex Worley, and I'm joined by Paul Lukowski, president of Tundraland Home Improvements, the exclusive Wisconsin jacuzzi bath remodel dealer. Hey, Paul.
Hey, Alex. Great to see you again. How have you been?
I've been great, Paul. You know, becoming a new parent has been an adjustment, but I absolutely love it.
Yeah, and I assume now that you guys are parents, your free time is probably more valuable than ever.
Free time? I almost forgot what that is. But Paul, you're absolutely right. Taking care of a little one is very time consuming. So even small time savers like an easy to clean shower make a big difference.
Yeah, we hear that all the time from our customers, and they feel the low maintenance jacuzzi system really gives them a lot of extra free time. They're not spending their time scrubbing grout and trying to get rid of that nasty mold anymore.
Plus, don't you guys finish most projects within a day?
Yeah, we like to be quick, efficient, and leave your bathroom looking like we were never there.
So you're saying I could start my remodel at 7 a.m. and have a beautiful new shower by 6 p.m.?
That's right, Alex. And you'll have a beautiful new spa-like jacuzzi system to show off to everyone.
That's amazing. And you know, a lot of people only have one full bath in their home and they don't want to go days without showering, so they put off the remodel even when their shower's unsafe.
Slip and fall injuries happen all the time with very serious consequences. And that's why people love doing a project with jacuzzi, because not only is your bathroom going to look beautiful, but we do prioritize safety. Like our grab shelves. They're modern, they're stylish, but they're also a safety feature. And if you're looking for additional comfort, you can add a handheld shower head, you can do seats, guaranteed to elevate your shower experience.
Well, thanks so much, Paul. And if you guys want to take advantage of this limited time offer, give Tundraland a call today. Get free installation on all projects with a free upgrade to a luxury handheld or rainfall shower head. Plus, in honor of Veterans Day, veterans receive an additional $500 off their remodel in collaboration with our Tundraland Cares program, Baths for the Brave. Call 1-800-TUNDRALAND today.
Customers of some major U.S. banks, including Bank of America and Wells Fargo, are continuing to experience delays receiving their direct deposits. It's following a processing payment glitch that started on Friday. The banks are referring questions to automated payment company called The Clearinghouse, which says it's working with banks and customers to resolve the issue. Nike has filed patent infringement lawsuits against New Balance and Skechers. The Oregon-based sports apparel giant claims its two competitors are wrongfully using technology Nike developed called Flyknit to make shoes soft and lightweight. In a statement, New Balance said, quote, Nike does not own the exclusive right to design and produce footwear by traditional manufacturing methods that have been used in the industry for decades. Nike has also settled similar cases against Puma and Adidas in the past, while a lawsuit against Lululemon is ongoing. And with Thanksgiving a little more than 2 weeks away, DiGiorno is switching things up, introducing a Thanksgiving pizza. The frozen pie contains all the beloved holiday staple foods as toppings, including turkey, gravy, diced sweet potatoes, green beans, cranberries, and cheese, all on a thick Detroit-style crust. The Thanksgiving pizza is available exclusively online at DiGiorno's website. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Jared Hill.
Check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials down 97 points. The NASDAQ off 36. The S&P 500 off 13.5. Our call for action volunteers are in the building taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. Volunteers are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So you can call for action right now at 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call for action. After the break, Pam has your egg prices along with Jacob's complete forecast. And then today on Live at 4, see how the loneliest sheep in all the world, Fiona, is rescued from a mountainside in Scotland.
What can our foam do for your home? You'll be warm and comfortable inside, even when it's freezing outside. Your furnace will run less, keeping your heating bills lower. You'll have consistent temperatures throughout the whole house, and those annoying outside noises won't be nearly as loud. Upgrading your insulation upgrades your life. Winterproof now and get 0% financing for 72 months.
USA Insulation. DePaco Credit Union works to ensure members are well on their way to living a life worth loving. We're committed to enhancing well-being and strengthening the cooperative through programs like Thank Yous. This year, DePaco members share more than $3.3 million in thank yous by saving, borrowing, and planning for the future. When we consistently work together to boost financial well-being, we power the credit union, creating brighter community for all. Not a member? Join the movement where member ownership pays. Visit a DePaco branch or join online at depaco.com.
I would end the day with sore feet, sore legs. The drugstore inserts that I was purchasing were really not very useful at all. I walked into the Good Feet store and the guy kind of grinned at me and said, I hear that a lot. I was living with chronic pain before going to the Good Feet store. Now I don't really have that problem. I'm able to do the things that I expect to be able to do, even at my advanced age. I feel pretty good about what's going on.
See what we can do for you with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Shop Dwelling's fall furniture clearance sale and save up to 70%. Over 300 pieces in stock and ready for delivery. Shop and save today and enjoy your new Dwelling's furniture tomorrow. Dwelling's, still Madison's best kept $150 secret.
My friend and swim instructor, Ryan Lochte, is here on the Jennifer Hudson Show.
Are you still swimming?
You know what? It's been on my spirit. Plus, a heartwarming story of human connection.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
We're continuing our exclusive series on Madison's latest Badger Honor flight.
Tomorrow, Braden Ross brings you stories of those who gave all ahead of Veterans Day.
And an update on some much warmer temperatures on the way next week. Join us tomorrow morning between 4:30 and 7.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report. No field work today.
No, not much anyhow. I guess farther north they didn't get quite as much rain as we did down here, but like you said, not a bad idea to push pause, get everything greased up, get everything cleaned off, and ready for another day, because it does sound like this weather is going to be pretty cooperative through the rest of the week. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on in agriculture. You know, there is a phrase, buy local, got very, very popular during the pandemic, and it still carries us today. Wisconsin Senator Brad Pfaff from Onalaska is introducing a package of bills that's kind of designed to give a little financial influx to that effort. He said what we're looking at here is to make sure that Wisconsin farmers are getting connected with food assistance organizations, schools, at a time when a lot of their funding has been cut because of federal funds that have gone away because of the pandemic. He said it's time for the state to step up and try to make sure that we're keeping that relationship going. He said people have to understand everywhere in Wisconsin, you're going to eat. And guess what? That means you're involved in agriculture in one way, shape, or form. Pfaff went on to say that he'd like to see more financial investment in the Something Special from Wisconsin program. That's administered through the Wisconsin Department of Agriculture, gets a lot of high-profile interest now during the holiday season for people that want to buy local, want to gift local. Something Special from Wisconsin, something to look for. Pfaff also wants to see more money going into value-added products here in the state and expansion there, and also help with regional farm support. So he is looking for a little state funding to back up those efforts. We'll follow those bills and see how things come along. Markets are a little firm on the midday as far as corn and soybeans are concerned, and even our wheat. Tomorrow, the U.S. Department of Agriculture comes up with another World Ag Supply Demand report. We're not expecting it to be a major influence on our grain trade, but it is still something to be aware of. 11 a.m. tomorrow Central Time when those numbers will be released. I don't want to release all these numbers. Barrel cheese today rallied back, up 7.5 cents to $1.62. But 40-pound block cheese down 6 3/4 to $1.63. So just a penny difference between barrel and block prices. AA butter, apparently the holiday buying is over there. Down another dime. There we go, back to $2.79 3/4 per pound. Now, you know, we talk about that. You and I tease about that, Mark. But how'd you like to be a dairy farmer that just rode that roller coaster down more than 30 cents a pound in a matter of, 10 days' time?
I know, it's something.
That's take your breath away if it's impacting your pocketbook.
Hopefully it'll turn around.
Yes, correct. All right.
All right, thank you. Well, trucks are some of the most popular vehicles on the road, and a new study looks at how well they perform in an accident. Danya Backus has the results.
A new series of crash tests. The large pickups produced mixed results. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety looked at 4 popular brands. All of them performed well during a side impact collision. And in a head-on crash, the vehicles protected the driver, but all 4 were given a marginal or poor grade at preventing injury to riders in the back seat.
In all 4 cases, the pelvis of the rear occupant slid under the belt.
Joe Nolan and researchers at the IIHS used a dummy about the size of an adolescent. He says it can be dangerous when the pelvis slides under the belt.
In the real world, we see as a problem in rear seat occupants where abdominal injuries can be quite severe.
Researchers stress that overall, today's vehicles are very safe, but this new test looking at backseat performance is exposing some flaws.
The same crash has been studied in other vehicles, from minivans to SUVs, and also produced poor results. The IIHS wants automakers to redesign seatbelts in the back to be as safe and effective as those in the front.
The automakers have demonstrated a long record of being able to make changes once issues have been identified.
The IIHS says automakers are already looking at making those changes in future vehicles. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Well, drier weather after today. Here's Jacob with the complete forecast.
Thanks, Mark. Here are the 3 things you need to know for the next or for the rest of this week. We're going to continue to see some scattered showers into this evening, and then we're going to see some pretty windy weather later tonight into tomorrow. Now, after today, we really aren't expected to see that much rain for at least a week, possibly even more than a week. So it's going to be pretty dry after today. And although we aren't seeing anything really on radar, we are still experiencing some very light sprinkles. This is the kind of day where, because the ground has a lot of moisture and we're seeing a lot of cloud cover, sometimes even if it is raining, it may not pick up on the radar. Now, looking at future track, we may continue to see some more showers develop as we head into the afternoon. Heaviest rain going forward will be to the east of Madison, but in general, we're still only expected to see light to moderate rain, mostly light rain, I should point out. And then by the evening, especially after sunset, we are looking to be fairly dry with maybe a sprinkle continuing, but we're definitely going to see clear skies by the time we get to tomorrow morning. And tomorrow, we're going to see plenty of sunshine, but it is going to be pretty windy. So here's a look at the wind gust forecast. It's going to start to increase during the overnight hours, so it's not going to be that windy during the day. We'll see gusts up to 30 miles per hour tomorrow morning, and then during the afternoon, we'll see gusts up to 40 miles per hour for parts of our area, and it's going to linger into Friday morning as well. Not as bad as it will be during Thursday afternoon, but we'll continue to see gusts up to 20 miles per hour, but then by Friday afternoon and evening, it's really going to calm down, not going to be a factor by the time we get to Friday night. So here's a look at the high temperatures for today, right around 50 degrees, despite it being cloudy and rainy. It's going to be pretty similar to what we saw yesterday. And then as we go to tomorrow, even though we're going to see a lot of sunshine, temperatures aren't going to increase all that much. A lot of that has to do with the wind. When it's really windy, temperatures don't really rise all that much. So we'll see highs right around 50 despite seeing plenty of sunshine. Now, as we go into Friday, that's when the temperatures are going to cool off just a bit. We'll have highs back in the middle 40s with partly sunny skies, and the mid 40s are going to continue for your Saturday as well. And looking at the 10-day high temperature trend, after Saturday, where we will have another day in the mid 40s, we'll be back in the 50s on Monday. And look at next week, we'll have plenty of days in the 50s, and we're now in the time of the year where the average high is in the 40s. So anytime we get into the 50s, you know, we should be a little bit thankful for that, because typically we see temperatures cooler than that this time of the year. But like I mentioned, after today, the other big story is very dry weather through the weekend and for the start of next week. By the time we get to the end of next week, we do have another chance of rainfall. Right now, it does look like that rain chance will stick together, but still a bit unclear how it will develop. But it's going to be pretty nice for the most part next week. 50s, plenty of sunshine, mostly dry conditions. A few clouds on Sunday, but you know, not much going on for the next, especially the next 7 days after today. It will be windy tomorrow, and then a few days next week, it will be breezy. But I would say enjoy the weather, because 50s is now above average this time of year.
Middle of November, I'll take mid-50s.
Yeah, I will too.
Any day. All right, Jacob, thank you. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, we'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
A homemade soup that's perfect for the season. Grab yourself a spoon, and I'll meet you right back here in the test kitchen.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Win a hand-paid jackpot at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, and you'll have a chance to win a new Mercedes and a shot at $100,000 in cash. It's the Mega Jackpot Winners Quarterly Drawings, going on now at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells.
The spring could just break. Precision is there to help.
We have fully stocked vehicles to fix any problem you'd have that same day, and we are all over the Madison area.
You're just one phone call away from getting your garage door fixed today.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Score the lowest prices of the year right now at Brothers Main's Black Friday sale. You won't find lower prices anywhere, and enjoy our free delivery. Shop family-owned Brothers Main's low price guarantee on brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. Feel like family. Brothers Main.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing Spectrum One Stream with internet, advanced Wi-Fi, mobile, and now TV with the all-new Xumo Stream Box. It's streaming simplified. Get Spectrum One Stream with fast and reliable internet for $49.99 a month, free advanced Wi-Fi, a free unlimited mobile line, and a free Xumo Stream Box when you add Spectrum TV. Go to spectrum.com/stream, a Spectrum store, or call 833-976-4999.
Bananas are only 39 cents a pound at Hy-Vee. That's not a sale price. That's the price with the Hy-Vee Perks membership. And 39 cents a pound is not just the price today or this week. It's the Perks price every day. With the Hy-Vee Perks membership, you can save on hundreds of products store-wide every time you shop. And count on Perks prices to stay the same. So if you want to pay less for bananas every day, sign up for Hy-Vee Perks. It's free and easy.
Have you ever experienced this view? Hi, Andrew Larson here. With Gutter Shutter, you'll never have to experience it again. Please give up this dangerous chore and protect your home's foundation with Gutter Shutter, the strongest, most durable, maintenance-free gutter on the market. Over the past 15 years, my team has installed thousands of maintenance-free gutter systems across South Central Wisconsin. We'd love to come out and show you what Gutter Shutter can do for you and your home, but most importantly, keep you safe and off that ladder. So call today for a free estimate.
The moms have a brand new show.
Are you having a great time?
I'm Mom So Hard Ladies Night. Saturday, November 18th at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster. Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells.
As the weather gets cooler and cooler, there's nothing like a comforting bowl of soup to warm you up. And since we love cooking with the seasons, today we're sharing a recipe that starts with two fall favorites, apples and butternut squash. To make it, we begin by melting butter in a soup pot, along with some cut up butternut squash, a chunked up apple, and a bit of chopped onion. When it comes to the squash, you can use a fresh cut one, or you can save some time by buying a pre-cut one from the produce department. After a bit, we add in some spices, you know, our fall favorites, cinnamon, nutmeg, and some salt and pepper, along with some chicken broth. Now we cover it and let it simmer until it's fall apart tender. To make your soup velvety smooth, you can puree it in a blender, or if you have an immersion blender, you can use it right in the pot. Add some half and half and you're good to go. Talk about the perfect soup for this time of year. Maybe top each bowl with a few croutons and dig in. If you'd like the recipe for our butternut squash and apple soup, simply visit our website. I know you'll be glad you did. I'm Howard of the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a super creamy way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, Howard, thank you. Here's Jacob with one final check of the forecast.
Thanks, Mark. Let's check out our photo of the day. This one was sent in by Susan Funk in Baraboo. And if you look a little close, you can kind of see some fog coming off the water, clearly showing that the temperature of the water much different than the air temperature. So thank you, Susan, for submitting that photo. You could submit your own photo through the app or through the email address you see on screen, which is firstwarn@WISC-TV.com. Here's a look at the 7-day forecast. Plenty of sunshine after today. It is going to be windy tomorrow, but temperatures will be similar. Friday and Saturday will be a bit cooler with highs in the middle 40s, but then we're going to see those temperatures rise back into the 50s, and the 50s are going to stay for much of next week. And for the most part, we're going to be dry with sunny skies or partly sunny skies with some rain towards the end of the week, but still pretty far out to know for sure how much rain will fall by then. So in general, after today, enjoy the weather, although it will be a little windy tomorrow.
All right, Jacob, thank you. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great afternoon.